So the other thing I have to show you, and to exit I've got to go back this way. The other thing I have to show you actually connects to that enchanting room we just saw. And I'll show you that before I give you the other entryway to Chris's base, because it's closer to do this one first. So here we go, back to Chris's base. And we gotta exit again. Alright. So if we go through the woods here, so if you follow, well, it's not really a path, but if you go behind Chris's little cottage that he made here, you notice tucked away nope, too far. Okay, I guess it's over here then. You'll notice tucked away in this corner, there's a little dip in the ground. It was just a natural formed area here, which I really liked. And so, into the rock face, I made a secret room. And I decided, well, what the heck do I want to do with my secret room? And I was like, you know what, I'll make it look cool with some black and white wool, give it a nice checkered pattern. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect checkered pattern, but it's as close as I could get. And, yeah, really neat room. So this was a lot of fun to make. And now this does attach to the enchanting room I told you about. It's actually right above it. So to get down, what do we have to do? Well, it's not apparent at first because of the, and this is why I chose these two colors of blocks, but that is not a block. That's actually a hole in the ground with shadows that looks like a block. So if you walk over here, you'll you know, your angle will change and you'll notice that there's a hole in the ground, but from this side of the room, you would never guess. So down you go, and boom, here we are in the enchanting room. So this is maybe one of my most favorite things I've set up in Minecraft. So it was just a lot of fun to make, and the visual trickery was really neat. So that's my token hidden enchanting room. I've got one on every server. They're just a ton of fun. Now, to show you the second entrance to Chris's base, I have to show you the entrance to my real base. Now, the friend house is unoccupied. It was our original dwelling, but when we all made our own areas, we totally gave up on it. Chris has got his base. I think Brad made one somewhere else. And mine is hidden in the mountain. And you'll notice these inconspicuous flowers here blocking this button. God, I love trapdoors. It'll open up to a little area there. So down we go. Ooh, take a little bit of damage. Not too bad. And here we are in a brick box. So what can we do? Well, we hit this button, and the wall opens up into probably my most favorite base. This thing was so much fun building. Ton of storage, lots of great stuff in here. I'm not going to open any of the chests because it'll crash my video, but you notice I got a glass ceiling there. So we'll take this ladder up. I've got my own little throne, kind of copied Chris there. The glass ceiling and another enchanting area. My own private, personal enchanting area. Down we go, I've got a bed. Little area for growing sugarcane, and an exit. So we hit the switch again. We exit into an actually formed cave area that was under the friend house. I'm not sure if this continues and connects to... No, so it doesn't connect to anything. But Chris used this and hollowed it out a bit to make his nether fortress. As you can see part of his foundation here. So what I did was yet another hidden door. So we exit right here from my base. And if you walk along this way, and you're not paying attention, you might notice, or you would not notice, there's an entrance right here. So if you follow that, goes along the side of Chris's foundation and leads us to yet another button, which opens up into the opposite corner of his base. So this is a ton of fun to make. I've got access to that portion of his base, as well as this portion of his base, as well as his regular front door. This was just a hell of a lot of fun to set up. That's about all I have for secrets in this place. What I will show you next is kind of my underground lair that I started.